So the big question is this: how are real estate agents like us, who didn't cheat and take on venture capital and are spending money from our own pockets, how do we compete with these billion-dollar real estate tech companies and iBuyers in a way that lets us bring our services and the things we believe in out into the world and still remain profitable? That's the big question. And on this podcast, we'll give you the answers. Welcome to the iBuyer experiment.
What is up, you guys? Super excited for our guest today. We have Rudy Kusuma from California. He is the CEO of Your Home Sold Guaranteed. A couple of just quick accolades on him. They've grown that brand extremely fast, over 100 agents there in the LA area and, growing. He's a co-author of the best-selling book, The Soul of Success, featured on, many magazines, a keynote speaker. He's just, a real go-getter. We've recently been working with Rudy in Zoodealio, and so just knowing your energy, man, love having you on this, and just really kind of excited to see what comes out today. So what you got? Tell us a little bit about you. Kick us off.
Hi, Rudy. Welcome.
Welcome, Rudy.
Yeah. Pleasure to be here. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the invite. Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Very good. So what do you? So tell us a little bit. Kind of give us. We like to give our guests, the ball and run with it. Quick little backstory. You had actually pursued us because we were reluctant in expanding and going out to, California with some of the softwares. We had expand and, those types of things with Zoodealio. And due to your persistence, you've pushed that. And it's been, that's your persistence has paid dividends for us. So tell us a little bit about that. Tell us your insight for vision, what you got going on there, your Tuesday masterminds, all kinds of stuff.
So in 2007, Elliot, I got my license in 2007, and quickly I realized the biggest problem as a real estate agent is obscurity, meaning like here in LA, almost 1 out of 10 people have real estate license, right? Yeah. So me as a brand new agent in 2007, why should the owner of the house hire me to sell their home over and above thousands of other agents? So quickly I realized we have to have a unique selling proposition, how to separate ourselves among thousands of the crowded marketplace. So back then, my brokers told me, Elliot, that, hey, Rudy, we are the number one real estate agents. We are the number one brand, right? I was with ERA before. I was with Coldwell Banker, Remax, all fine companies, nothing wrong. It's just that at the end of the day, the consumers don't care about the brand because they're looking at me. Yep. And I couldn't answer that question. So quickly I figured out how to separate, how to have a unique selling proposition. So we start positioning ourselves as the guy as the real estate agents with the buyers. So when you hire me, Elliot, for example, when you hire me to sell your home, when you hire a traditional real estate agent, they have to put up a for sale sign because I realize everybody's saying the same thing. You hire me, and then I'm going to advertise your home looking for buyers for your home. So now with our team, you hire me because we already have the buyers. In fact, we have 57,000 buyers looking to buy homes in the area. So I've been making a lot of money with that model, over $8 to $10 million GCI, right, in a year. But then, as you know, in the last 24 months, the market changed. So now we have these iBuyers. So instead of we have the buyers there, they're saying, I am the buyers.
Yes.
Like, wait a minute.
Wait, they've elevated the conversation a little bit, haven't they?
Yep.
Yeah. So now our competitors I realize the competitors is not the other agent. The competitors is the machine, the technology, because they're saying I'm the buyers. So I came across you, Zoodealio. I never heard of Zoodealio actually. On a Facebook conversation, real estate agents group. I don't even remember which group was it. So people talking about Zoodealio. I went to Zoodealio and I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, you are turning every real estate agents to be their own iBuyers. You are empowering real estate agents. So I remember I called your office, and I think you pick up the phone, Elliot. So I say, hey, how can I be part of it? And I remember you said, well, we are not in Los Angeles. I was like, what do you mean? Right? The world is flat. The world is flat. If because of this COVID, if we learn anything from COVID, the world is flat. There is no longer geographic boundaries. So I remember you say, well, we are not in LA. I'm like, what do you mean you are not in LA? Then you should be. I understand that you should be in LA. So that's my interaction with you. So overall, I'm working with you guys, Zoodealio. So thank you for providing that technology that empower each real estate agent. So now we can compete against iBuyers. So now we are telling the consumer, hey, we will buy your home. We'll generate cash offer for your home within 24 hours. Guaranteed cash offer for your home. So that's how we are using it in our marketplace, and it's been doing very well. So thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, you are
awesome.
persistent, and we are in LA now. So thank you for that.
You
Yes.
are persistent, but I'm going to go above that and say you're very passionate.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I love that passion. Like,
You can feel it.
yes,
Yes.
it's
electric.
magnetic, right? And I think that good things are just drawn to you because you have such a good like energy. I love it.
He doesn't know what to say.
And you know what they say, right? In sales, it's a transference. It's a transfer of energy,
Absolutely, that's
right?
right.
You gotta be passionate. I was talking about people in my team here. Like either you sell them or they sell you, right? So it's just energy. If you don't believe in your products, I believe that Zoodealio, the software that you guys have, truly, although I met you not too long ago, I think a couple of months now.
Yep.
I truly believe when I first pick up the phone, I call you, Elliot answered the telephone, and he introduced himself as one of the co-founders. I'm like, wow. Right? And he stayed with me on the phone for like 30, 40 minutes or maybe an hour explaining this. I was like, you guys have passion, like you believe in your products, like you explain it, right? You could have said, I'm not in LA, go away. But
Yeah.
no, you didn't do that. Like you asked me question, right? You asked me this question. Hey, what's the problem? Meaning, so what is the problem in the marketplace? This is how we can make a lot of money. What is the problem in the marketplace? And then you provide with a solution that solve that problems, right? So it's a problem, solution, benefits, problems. What is the problem in the marketplace now, right? Nobody wants to sell their home and having people coming inside their home, doing an open house, putting in offers, with the buyers that don't even qualify to buy a house in escrow for 2-3 weeks and then fall out of escrow.
Yeah.
The owner of the house, they don't want that. They just want to move from point A to point B. It's a life event situations with their life. So they want to have cash offer for the home right now. Easy sale, right? So that's the problem in the marketplace, and you guys have the solution to solve that problem. So that's why I think, every single agent here at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty are a user of the Zoodealio software.
Yeah, I love how
That
you
is
guys
so
have just
cool.
started to embrace it and push it, and all of those pieces. Can you actually, speak to your hyper local market there? Because I know you guys have Redfin Now, HomeLight, Open Door, OfferPad, Zillow Offers. There's a lot of those competing spaces in there. And being that the LA market is just so dynamic, so high in transactions, so high in licensees, all the things that you spoke of. What are you guys? Outside of like Zoodealio, how and the changing landscape, speak to like that infiltration of the iBuyers in there and what it's done to the region.
Yeah, so going back to what I was saying just now, it's a unique selling proposition. So if real estate agents are watching this, the biggest thing is this: in today's market, this is information age era, right? In the past, when we first get our license, real estate agents is the gatekeeper of information. Meaning, if I'm thinking of buying or selling a house, I need you, real estate agents, to provide me with the information. I need you to provide me with a list of homes that's for sale. If I'm thinking of selling my homes, I need you to provide me with a CMA, because we at the industry in the past, we are a gatekeeper of information. However, as technology becoming more advanced, guess what? Right now, if I'm thinking of buying a house, I don't need you. I just go online, right?
So true.
Now,
So
The CMA is dead. Now it's the cash offer, right?
yeah.
yeah, who needs a CMA? I'm in a marketplace now. If you look up the map, I'm in San Gabriel, right? I think half of the population here, we are predominantly immigrants populations, right? So even people who don't speak English understand how much the value of their house. So for real estate agents to believe that the consumers need a CMA, that's naive. Because the consumers, they know how much the value of their house. Every homeowners know the value of their house. So when they call you, they're no longer a secret, right? So that's so in order for us to win in today's market, Elliot, to your point, is that we need to have a unique selling proposition. The marketplace is crowded. your competitors, our competitors, is not the other agents. Our competitors, we are competing against all this technology. If what you do, if the machine can do what you do, think about it. If the machine can do what you do, then you will be replaced.
That's right.
So if you as a real estate agent, if your unique selling proposition is, I'm going to provide you with a CMA, guess what? As me and the homeowners, I can
Zillow
go
replaced you 10 years ago.
Yeah, you've been replaced. You just don't even know. You are a legend in your own mind. And,
I love it.
This is so great. This
Yeah.
is probably like, this is the most fun we've had on the iBuyer experiment for a while.
Yeah. So now there's just so many different things. You know, one of the biggest things that you say there that resonates with me is, or you said a minute ago, is if you're not selling, if you're not buying what you're selling, nobody else will, right? And I actually tell our sales team that all the time, you know, through the years now, currently, and you know, those types of things. And what I find so unique about today's particular market is it's more of like, yes, there's a sale, but it's also like an immediate value proposition, right? Like you said, there's so much information that's available online for homeowners today. And it's more of like, hey, can you provide me the information? Then I'm going to rely on your fiduciary duties to advise me correctly. So it's like, I mean, it almost kind of seems like you guys are taking that mantra as far as that goes with your home sold guaranteed, and like it just the culture that you're bringing is that correct?
yes, everybody's listening to the same radio station, right, Elliot? WIIFM. What's in it for me?
Yes.
The
100%.
consumers are not looking for real estate agents. So I believe this so much, Elliot, that we have to have a solid, unique selling proposition. And I think your software, Zoodealio, is one of the unique selling proposition. How are we going to separate ourselves from the competitors? I believe it so much, not just believe, random.
Right.
When I was with Remax, I was the #1 team in Remax. During my last year with Remax, we sold about 400 to 500 homes a year. And I think I'm the only Remax agent that we don't even put the Remax balloon on it, because on my billboards, on my radio, everywhere else, we put up your home sold, guaranteed, or I'll buy. So I believe it so much that I was like, well, we'll change our company name. That's why our company name is Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, because by default, that's how we generate more by business. So think about it, Elliot. If let's say the consumer is thinking of selling their home and they go to Google, right? Everything now is what Google says about you. So they're thinking of selling their home and they meet Elliot Century 21, the #1 agent. Elliot, whatever, #1 agent, right? And then Elliot, Your Home Sold Guaranteed. So think about it. If you are the owner of the house, which one you're gonna call?
Your home sold
Right.
guaranteed.
It's a unique proposition.
Yep.
You need to stand out in the crowded marketplace. Now,
Yeah.
all of your competitors are saying free CMA, right?
Yeah.
Free
Right.
CMA. And then you come up and says, Elliot, instant cash offer for your home, guaranteed cash offer when you're home. That's called unique. So a unique
Totally.
selling proposition, it answers this question. Why should I do business with you over and above thousands of other agents? Or I could have just done a for sale by owners. The market is so hot now.
Absolutely.
Even if I do a for sale by owners, probably I'll have more offer than if I hire you to sell my home.
That's right.
Yeah, it's so true, Rudy, and you speak so many truths. I think what I'm curious about is let's take ourselves 5 years into the future, and what do you think technology is going to do to our industry? What does our real estate industry kind of look like 5 years from now? Paint that picture for us.
Yeah, Carla, that's really good. I think as technology, as you know, becoming more and more advanced, so our job as a real estate, as an industry, how can we leverage technology? So to give you an example, here at Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty, for example, we teach our agent to show homes, including homes that's not yet available online.
Yeah.
So Carla, if you're thinking of buying a home in LA, for example, so this is gonna be my pitch. Hey, in addition to homes that you can see online, would you be interested to have access to homes that match your criteria that's not available online? For example, for sale by owners, homes that's previously listed, expired listings, new homes, new constructions. So the skill, so to answer your question is this, technology will no doubt, it's gonna be so advanced that if I'm thinking of buying and selling a house, if I'm thinking of buying a home, I can not only see the homes online, I can go to the house, open the door to the house without you, right? And then when I walk and when I'm inside the house, there'll be an iPad. Can you imagine? There'll be an iPad. I can write an offers. And I think 5 years from now, Kala, there'll be like a hologram. There'll be like a hologram.
It'll be a kiosk, a hologram kiosk.
This is so, like, Jason and I obsess about this, and we agree. We've came up with kind of all of those like little things too. I mean, it's going to be so different, and I think that what I love about what we're doing is we're saying, you know what, we see these iBuyers and Wall Street just coming in and capitalizing on our industry, and we're like, you know what, no more. Like, we are worth it. Those of us like you, Rudy, right, that share this vision to serve and support our customers at the highest level, like, we got to take our power back from these iBuyers. Yep. And what I love is what we've built is a tool for realtors to do that. Like, every realtor across America needs to be using this software so that we can say, you know what, we can do this too. We can band together and we can beat these guys. Like, I'm tired of seeing them take over our industry. It pisses me off.
I'm tired of them. I'm tired of them taking 6-figure spreads. I mean, we're looking at some. We saw a $200,000 spread from Open Door just last week. Yeah, they bought the house for like
$300,000 and they sold it for $500,000. Yeah. And like
not doing anything to it besides like carpet and paint. So I mean, it wasn't it wasn't a tear down. This is a newer. It was a 15-year-old house. It wasn't brand new or anything like that, but they didn't really do much to it. So it's bad.
Well, because I believe that the good realtors are worth it. They are worth their weight in gold because they will do things that nobody else will do. Like, I see good realtors that will move people. I mean, they make the transaction so amazing. And if you have a good experience with a good realtor, you love realtors. The problem is there's so many bad realtors that we have run-ins with. And so I think what's going to happen is we are just going to become more elite. We'll probably use a lot of social media just like you do. We'll have these personal brands. You know, the good realtors will be out there authoring books like you are. But I think it'll be more common, and we're going to see just this natural like evolution of the industry.
Yeah.
And you are leading the charge. Like, that's why I get so excited talking to you.
Get all charged up.
To your point is this. I don't think, like, for me, we talk to people here at our team. We never bet. In fact, I'm thankful. Think about it. All these $1 billion technology company, they already primed the market. So I will never badmouth any of these iBuyers. It is what it is. At the end of the day, the consumer picked, right? So if the consumer found that this is the easier route to sell a home, no problem. We're just gonna capitalize that hype in the market. And you guys at Zoodealio, you are providing us, real estate agents, with the tools. Can you imagine? We don't need to do any more advertising and marketing. The big giants technology companies have primed the marketplace.
There you go.
We're just reaping the rewards. So I caution many real estate agents who talk negatively on this company, because why? Right, the customers already, it's like a taxi and Uber. The taxi guy is talking bad about the Uber. So I was like, why are you talking? Because it doesn't matter what you believe. Because if I'm the consumers, I will ride your taxi. Unfortunately, your taxi stinks and you drive like a maniac and you are so expensive. Like, the reason I'm taking Uber, nothing personal, it's just a pleasant, easier, no hassle experience. And that's what the consumer wants when they buy and sell a house. That's right. They want an easy, no hassle, smooth transaction. So now with the tools that you guys geniusly developed at Zoodealio, now we can be like that. We can experience this easy, no hassle. At the end of the day, the clients just want to know, hey, how much I'm gonna net from the sale of this home? Like, don't bring me thousands of buyers who come into my house, playing around with my house, right? And then there's like criminals too, right? Going into people's house. You heard about it? Like there's a robbery and stuff. Man, I'm just trying to sell my home. So we are now providing an easy, instant cash offer for your home. And guess what? We don't need even to have to advertise because all these giant technology companies have spent billions of dollars. We are just riding the wave.
That's
There
right.
you go.
There you
Well,
go.
and that's part of the mission that
love
we're
it.
on here too, is to protect that homeowner equity, right? To give them that, that efficient, convenient sale.
I don't
on their
badmouth them.
timeline.
I think they did wonderful. I mean, I think it's great to have people love convenience, and that's what they're doing. But there are some that they really rake them across the coals, and they take a lot. They take too much. So
We're gonna keep them honest.
Yeah, we want to keep them honest here.
Yeah.
Well, that's the goal of what we do, right? I mean, to make sure that the agents go out are able to put those offers in that side by side comparison, and next to what they would sell it for on the open market.
That's right.
Not to mention, in markets where we're buying, Zoodealio is buying houses, we have the availability to give them their equity back after we buy it. So, I mean, there's just a lot of huge things that we think are coming. And, one of the biggest things that you touched on there that I just even experienced myself this weekend is the self-guided tours. New builders are starting to take over that. I think we're going to continue to see these self-guided tours explode.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I know. Are you guys seeing that in Cali a lot? Like the self-guided tour?
Yep. It started to pop up here, right? So now I'm the consumers, because remember, the moment the house gets input into MLS, it gets syndicated to all end user websites. So step one, the consumer find the home online. Step two, they just click the button, set up an appointment. They go to the house. There's a little keypad or something, right? You press it, you open the door, and there's an iPad. They can submit an offer right there. So, so now the question: if you are the real estate agent, how can you provide a better experience? Well, you have to. So we need to. We as an industry, we need to be able to show homes that they cannot see online on the buyer side, for example, right? On the listing side, well, instant cash offer for your home.
Yep. Well, and I know this is different in every market too, like where, how long you can, put the house coming soon before it's in the MLS. And especially, I know like for us, when we own the property, we have different restrictions on how long we can advertise it because we're technically, FSBOing the home until that happens. Are you guys, like you said, where you're kind of having that more exclusive inventory? I don't know what the regulations are in California around those things, but
I think what you're talking about
that.
is the clear cooperation policy.
Yeah,
How
exactly.
do you get and that we could go down a rabbit hole if we start talking about that. But briefly, do you have an explanation of how you bypass the clear cooperation?
We don't buy.
No.
We don't bypass. I mean, we follow the same rules like you guys.
Yeah.
So when I say homes that's not available online just now, yes, one of them I think the reason why you are asking that question, I think you think the off-market deals is not just our listings. Can you imagine? Because most real estate agents now, Kala, as you know, the only way they know they get paid is because on the MLS there is a cooperating buyer's agent commission.
Right.
But I want you to imagine, what if you know how to set your own buyer's agent fees, negotiate your own buyer's agent fees, and collect? How to set, negotiate, and collect your own buyer's broker fees. So now you are no longer captive to the MLS. The only reason most real estate agents go to the MLS because that's how they get paid. But what if you know how to set, negotiate, collect? So now the inventory, right? The whole world open up. There is a new homes, new construction, expired, for sale by owners, foreclosure, divorce sales, trusted sales. There's so many other places that may match your buyer's criteria. That's not the MLS. So that's what we are talking about. It's skill. Yeah, it's the skill of the agent. It's because if you put together a list, then the machine will beat you because the machine never gets sick. Nope. The machine is very efficient. So never compete against machine, because if there is such a list, the machine will beat you, right? Because you get sick one day or whatever, right? But the machine is very efficient. So how can we compete against machine, or how can we leverage the machine? Then it's our human intellect, like it's your brain. How is our skill, our ability to set, negotiate, collect. So that's one, right? Our skill. The second part is the human touch, right? So like I never met you, but the first time I met on the phone, I was like, well, I feel like you care. Right, so if I'm the customers, I'm thinking of buying a home. This is the first time buying a home. Of course, I need somebody that guide me through the process. The problems in real estate is that if the real estate agents are simply order takers.
Yes.
Order takers is the one that says, oh yeah, you want to see this, you want to see that. Those guys, unfortunately, will get wiped out. So if you don't skill up, right? Because the machine is not, the machine will eliminate you. It's kind of the same thing like travel agent. The travel agency hotwire eliminate the entire travel agency industry. Because travel agent was just an order takers, right? You want to buy a flight, you call, they check. The machine will eliminate that.
Yep.
But what kind of travel agent that survive is the one that do a custom travel. For example, right now, let's say you want to go to wherever, you want to travel to Europe, and then you call a travel agent who, let's say you do a Zoodealio trip. Let's say you guys want to treat me, my entire team here, because we are the biggest. Let's say you treat me and my entire team to go to Europe. So you're going to hire a travel agent and say, customize the experience for these guys at your home sold guaranteed realty so they have a fun trip. But those travel agents will make money. But if they're just an order takers, then we just go online. Like, we don't need a travel agent to buy an airline ticket. So that's the same thing in our industry. The real estate agents who's just an order takers, unfortunately, the machine will eliminate you.
Yep, absolutely.
Man.
Powerful.
A lot of juice right there.
Powerful. Well,
That's
Rudy,
a great way to end it.
It is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It's been a pleasure. We just thank you so much. We appreciate you so much. We love your energy. This was an excellent time.
I know. Time flew by today. Yeah. So thank you so much, Rudy, for being on the show. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Rudy.
Rudy.
Thank you. Bye.
We truly appreciate you taking the time to be with us here today on the iBuyer Experiment podcast. Please remember to like and subscribe so that you're notified when we launch new podcasts. We'll catch you on the next one.
Show you the money.